Is there one thing you've never been able to tell anyone? Not your closest friend, not your family, not the person you've been with for years. Not because it's some enormous event, but because there was never anywhere to set it down, so it's been sitting in a corner of your mind this whole time. I have one of those, and building this space taught me that almost everyone does. Let me start here. You stay quiet not because the thing is huge, but because there's no good place to set it down. When we say the thing you can't tell anyone, it sounds like a dramatic secret. Usually it isn't. It's the thing you're sure would get a shrug. The thing that's now too old to bring up. The thing you swallowed because saying it would put someone in an awkward position, or because they might look at you differently afterward. So, why is there never a place? Think about what actually has to be true. You need someone who could hear it. That person needs to have room for it right now. The mood has to be right. And above all, you need the nerve in that exact moment. All four of those lining up at once is rarer than it sounds. So you think, I'll say it next time there's a chance. And gradually it becomes the thing you didn't say. And there's one more thing keeping it in. Saying it out loud might make it real. As long as it stays unsaid, some part of you can treat it as not quite happened. Speak it and it becomes a thing that definitely occurred, which is why the heaviest things get tucked the deepest. You didn't swallow it, you sealed it. Here's the problem though. What goes unsaid doesn't quietly dissolve. You'd expect time to fade it, but it gets heavier inside you instead. It surfaces the moment you lie down to sleep. It presses on your chest at some completely unrelated moment in the afternoon. Anything you haven't taken out stays unsorted, and unsorted things keep occupying space. That said, I'm not telling you to go say it to someone. Rushing out a thing you aren't ready to say can hurt more than keeping it in. Whatever the other person's reaction is, you can't take it back once it's out. So what I actually want to suggest today is something different and much smaller. That thing doesn't only get sorted out by telling someone. If finding a listener is the hard part, try taking it out for yourself first. Paper, a notes app, anywhere nobody else looks. Not to tell it to someone, but to see it once with your own eyes. And here's the strange part. When something that's only ever circled inside your head gets written down as a single line, it separates from you a little. It's still heavy. It moves off the place where it was pressing on you and onto the page. So, to pull it together, you can't say it because there's no good place for it, not because it's huge. What goes unsaid doesn't vanish. It gets heavier. You don't have to force it out to anyone. And one line written only to yourself already sets it a little apart from you. Having something you can't tell anyone isn't strange. It just means you haven't found a safe place for it yet. There's something I want to say honestly though. If sleep won't come or won't stop, if eating has become hard, if basic things like washing or cleaning aren't happening, or if you've had thoughts of hurting yourself, please don't try to solve that by writing. Writing is a tool for sorting your mind. It isn't treatment. That's the point where seeing a professional is the right call. I'm not a mental health professional. I'm just someone who has had nowhere to say things. I'm building an anonymous journaling space called Nameless Forest. No comments, no ratings, just a place to write things down. A place to take out the thing you've never told anyone, for yourself only. It's a place where how you feel matters more than who you are. I'll be waiting there.